Hey guys, namaste. This is Sachin Joshi for 8hoursplus.com and welcome to this quick tip video tutorial on how to create this nice looking fog effect inside After Effects. Okay, so here is the final preview of this video. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, first of all, create the new composition 1280 by 720, 25 frames per second, and it is 5 seconds long. And let's create a new solid layer and make it black. Okay, so apply the fractal noise effect to this layer. Okay, so fractal type to basic, noise type to soft linear. Okay, so brightness change to 37, 35. Okay, and drill down to transform value, and you can play around with the rotational value, like let's say I choose -140, scale to 670. Okay, 670. Okay, 670. And we know that fog moves over time, so what we do is keyframe the offset turbulence and go to 5 seconds and take this fractal noise anchor point value and move up about here. Okay, so that we have a nice speed within the given range. Okay, and also we know that fog evolves around time, so what we do is, okay, keyframe the evolution and go to the end frame. We say let's evolve for one full evolution. All right, so what we can do, okay, so maybe this subsetting we can drill down, and okay, so once you're satisfied with the look, you say okay, so that's all right. So okay, so this is it. Okay, so this is means just simple 2D fog. Okay, but we want to make it good, so what else is needed is to apply the CC vector blur effect, okay, which is found under blur and surface. Okay, and choose the vector blur type to direction fading, and amount choose about 115 or so. Okay, and also the direction. Okay, so which direction you gonna fade. Okay, so in my case this is 130. Okay, so this is pointed here. Okay, no problem. Okay, and we have some clipping going around the edges, so what we can do is scale. Okay, so 105% is okay to scale. All right, so let's make this a 3D layer, and also let's create a camera. Okay, so 20 mm. Okay, so 20 mm is good. Okay, so also we need to rename our comp fog underscore step sketch 01, and this is fog underscore layer underscore 01. Okay, all right, so next step is to duplicate this fog layer and make the unique of these parameters, right? So noise type, contrast, I leave everything to default. What we do is change this rotation value. Okay, let's say this is -65. Okay, so this one is unique from this fog layer on the 01. Okay, and what we also can do is maybe scale down or scale up. Okay, and what we do is send the blending mode to screen for the both layers. Okay, so that everything is visible. Okay, and what we do is okay, so push the G value. Okay, let's say this is 1550. Okay, so here it is, and let's go to the active camera. So our layer got small because it is in the 3D layer. Okay, so what we do is scale this layer and make it fit to the comp. Yeah, alright, so this is it for the fog layer on this curve 02. So once again duplicate this fog layer 02 layer, and same thing, make it unique. Okay, so in my case, let's say this is 100, and let's say we don't need uniform scaling, but we do like maybe scale width to 1600 by 600. Okay, everything same. Okay, what we do is now maybe we can see from this custom view. Okay, so push this layer behind and behind. Okay, so that it nicely fit in our 3D layer space. So let's say this is position, and let's say this is position of 3000. Okay, alright, so okay, so go back to the active camera and let's pump up the scale value so that it fits our composition window. Okay, and finally one more layer and make it unique once again. Okay, so this time I said, okay, let's have the transform value of 25, and also let's say this is 1900 scale width. Okay, and so 600, right, I think is okay for the time being. And let's push back our layer in G space. Okay, and this time I'll say, okay, before it was 3000, let's say this is now 6000. alright, so we push our layer in G space and once again pump up our scale value. So that it fits our comp. Okay, so this is our fog step on this curve 01 composition. Okay, so next step is to take this fog step 01 and bring it to our new composition. Okay, which will say it is fog on this curve 05. Okay, so let's rename this one to 02. Okay, so here what we do is do marks for the bottom layer, and let's say we only need on our y-axis, and let's say this is have feather of 650. Okay, and next thing, also make this a 3D layer. Okay, we have I think we have some black clipping going on, so what we can do is scale it a bit. Okay, so that is okay, and also duplicate it one more time, and let's bring forward, okay, this layer maybe minus 900 unit. this space. Alright, so that we have a nice gradation going on. And also what we can do is, okay, scale, leave it to the default value. Okay, so I think is this is nice time to do our color correction. Okay, so what we can do is apply the tint color correction to this adjustment layer and change this map value white to kind of blue color. Okay, or you can choose whatever color you like to have. Okay, so this is fog step on this 02, and let's bring down this fog step 02 new composition, and let's rename this to fog step 03. And now what we do is simply duplicate this layer and change the blending mode to screen. Okay, so that we don't have the faint fog but very opaque in some way. Alright, so this is done for the fog step 03, and bring okay, let's say what we can do is now copy this fog layer from fog step 01 composition and come over here to fog step 03 and paste the layer. Yeah, and what we can do is do some random stuff like maybe some brightness, contrast, and also rotation. So, and also what we can do is do some scaling so that they look unique in some way. Okay, and also can do is decrease the opacity of this layer. Okay, and let's see the preview of this video. Okay, so let's solo this fog layer first and marks it. We don't need that much of the space. Okay, and do the feathering. Alright, so hit the preview button or 0 button and I will come back. Alright, so here is the preview of this fog. Okay, so that's it for making of this fog video. Okay, so what else you can do is apply some text effects like what I did in this previous, and also it have some particles. Okay, so I have already pre-rendered the particles here. So here is our preview and here is our particles, and just send this to screen. And also what you can do is put our 8 plus logo, and what we can do is let's say this is linear white. Okay, and for second this is 0 compression, and on 1 uh, goes like this. Okay, and also let's see how much feather we want. Alright, uh, what else we can do is apply the gradient wipe transition in this layer after the linear wipe. Okay, and choose the fog state 02 as our gradient layer, and use the transition softness and transition compression, okay, to see how it look in our video. Okay, so let's see the preview one more time. Okay, so one more thing, we can animate the scale value for this logo, and go to our end frame and say this is scale 100, and go to the 0 frame, this is okay around 85. Okay, let's say it is 90. Okay, so let's see the preview one more time. So I hope you enjoy this quick tip. Okay, so this is Sachin Joshi signing out for now.